Hello, hello, and welcome to the show. What do you think, hon?
I think it looks good. Looks taller.
So,
I made it taller.
I don't know what you guys think, but I like it. Basically, what I did is added another section to the top there, so now it's the same top to bottom. If you flipped it upside down, it would look basically the same way it does now.
And all the mobs would fall down.
Well, or would they?
Well, I don't think they have anti-gravity powers.
How do you know?
They might. I don't. But I don't think they do.
Exactly. Now you know how those creepers sneak up on you.
Because they come from above.
That's right.
Walk around on the ceiling. Dancing on the ceiling. Ooh, what a feeling. Are they dancing on the ceiling?
Anyway, so we had a subscriber, W Bear, gave me a brilliant idea for this. So we're going to be working on that today.
Yeah, but he also said I need to stop drinking cough syrup, so...
No. You need to lay off the cough syrup. Sorry about that, guys. So, I think the allergies are hitting me. I'm going to take some Claritin or something here after recording, because, man, oh man. I ain't got no cold no more. What do I sound like it?
You're allergic to the damp, rainy springtime.
Damn rainy springtime.
No, I said damp.
Yes.
Not damn.
So, you saw what the inside looked like. Nothing much changed there, but we did get everything hooked up, as I said, off camera. Made some platforms here, so we have some viewing of the top mess, which we'll show you a little bit better here in just a second. These switches control a set of rails that basically starts this whole shebang. But before we start it, let's go ahead and take a look at everything that's been going on. Hun, if you want to come on in here. So
I was just seeing if I could without dying, that's all.
this mess is exactly that. It's a mess. And I'm not going to try to tell you how I built it or what everything does. I'll just do the very quick on it. Underneath these blocks right here is the water, and below those blocks are the pistons. And if you look right here, you'll see a piston, and the reason for that piston is it is actually a T flip-flop. So that T flip-flop design, as I said, I think it's like the oldest one. I know everybody uses it. It's very, very simple. You got two pistons, standard pistons, with two spaces in between them as they're both closed. Open one up and put a redstone torch in it. And then put a block in between. And two blocks up above as well. Redstone across them. And then basically, I guess this is called supercharging them. And then all you got to do to control it is make that hot. And you can do that many different ways, but we'll just use this.
By being like Paris Hilton and saying that's hot.
Yes, that's hot. And then your line out could be on either end or both ends, like so. It gets triggered. Boom, that's hot. It gets triggered again. It's not. And basically you could use a button here. You can use a center rail. You could do bud switches off the end of this. All kinds of different things that just connect to the other end. It's not the most compact T flip-flop, but it never breaks. Not once has this particular kind failed on me. So that's a look at that. The T flip-flop, when this track comes around, turns the line on to let the thing flush. And so it only happens for a certain amount of time. The whole thing takes about 10 seconds. So basically it flushes for about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds, and then 8 seconds pass, and then it happens again. And all I need to do is put a track or a cart onto this track and turn that one on right there, and the whole thing will go.
What do I gotta do?
That right there. Get
Go
out of my
ahead.
way. Get out of my way. Get.
Well, I was going in to take torches down, but I didn't know if I was supposed to or not.
No, they'll flush. They'll flush out on their own.
Okay.
Why you gotta take torches out? And how come I can't get in this door? Did you change something? Is it a magical door?
I'm gonna hit you with my sword and set you on fire.
All right. So I made something that Rain won't ever be able to use because she doesn't know the jumping thing. But basically, there's ways to get out of here. If we had to come in here for some reason, you just jump up there. You got to be on the top thing here, and on the double.
I'll never be able to use it.
I got it.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. You can do it. Go for it. You got it. All right.
I did it.
All right. So I'll place the minecart right there, and turn that switch on, and give it a little push, and voila. It's gonna start flushing. Now.
Gotta wait for them mobs to start spawning first, right?
Well, that's the thing is I'm up here. It ain't gonna happen. While it's day, they will spawn, but as you guys will know, I got a lot of lighting to do if I want to make this thing actually work. So we're just gonna, continue it as a ongoing process of something that continuously gets better and better as time goes on. A little bit of lag with the multiplayer on at the moment. But what I wanted to show you is that it does work. Okay, I got 64 plus 5 torches in my inventory. And by the time I get down here, there should be more
48
torches.
I could pick them up if you want.
They're not here yet.
No.
That's scary. They should be here.
I thought we were going to prove that it works. What's the matter?
Yeah, apparently I'm not going to prove that it works.
Oh, man.
I tested this. It worked. I even came down here and picked up torches. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look and make sure that thing is working over there. We should have some spawns popping up from that. So let's go run over there and make sure there's no weirdness happening at the top. And, Wifey, why don't you head towards the bottom and let me know if you see any creepers down there in the mix.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hopefully find nothing wrong with this here. Well, I can tell you that the water is working, so oh, don't tell me. Timer's too fast. Way too fast.
Okay. Because it's in multiplayer? Like, is it going to be one of those things that works when you're on your own, but if I'm on, then it does stupid stuff?
I don't know. Alright, folks, so she got down there, and the spawner is working just fine, but let me explain what's going on as best I can. There's some kind of a lag issue that happens very badly when multiplayer on the Xbox version that affects water more than anything else. And so the water flush is working for the top 2 layers, but the third layer, it takes so long for the water to get all the way down the through the third layer that by the time the water starts again, it's on top of it again. So the third layer is always underwater. So what that means is I either need to break up the water flow to 2 separate water flows, or I need to lengthen the timer considerably, or maybe even possibly both. I'm not liking the idea of any of that, but that means I got more work to do. So everything is working, but it's not working correctly. So it's something to, I guess, look forward to in the future here. And we'll hopefully get it figured out. You got enough?
I think so. It's a lot of glass, man. It doesn't look like it would be that much, but it really is.
Yeah, we kind of underestimated this project, didn't we?
Yeah, I do believe we did. Especially because the glass panes that I did make, I honestly made way more than I intended to. I just, got a little trigger happy with the...
Well, it makes like 16 or... No, something like
right. Yeah, and I just didn't... I didn't intend to make as many as I did.
Oh!
And yet, you...
I fixed it, While she's finishing up that, before we get a look at this, I'm gonna go...
Oh! Apparently I'm pulling the rest of the scaffolding down now.
Did you get it all up?
I think so, but I got the wrong one below me, so... I was double checking and hit the wrong thing. Alrighty. Pretty sure I got it all, so... Yes, now that looks like a creeper. Man. I mean, I guess we can be forgiven for not knowing what they look like, because we always run away from them and hit them with the swords.
Yeah,
so
but I made
we don't
one.
see their faces
Go
often.
look at my Christmas special. I made a huge one. I don't get
and
it.
And the Legos you've made, and the mask you made for the little one and everything.
That was terrible. In fact,
I think
it
must be the allergies. It's the allergies causing the problem, obviously.
Mm-hmm, yep.
Yeah, or maybe allergy medicine. Did you take any allergy medicine? Can we blame it on that?
No.
Oh,
not really. But I think I could take those bottom ones out too and put cobblestone back in and just have that little lippy thing there. I think that would be a 2x2, which would be a 1 block. So that is it. Man, if I'd have done this, oh my gosh, I had it right from the get-go, and being that close.
Second guessing yourself.
Yep, basically.
And I fell down.
So from a distance, it looks like a creeper facing that window, just using glass. The dimensions aren't perfect on it, obviously, but the window wasn't suited for that. But I hope that's what you were looking for there, Mr. Bear, or Mrs. Bear. I don't know if it's a W Bear, if you're a boy or a girl.
Well, boys and girls like creeper faces, so it doesn't really matter.
Anyway, W Bear, thanks for the suggestion. I think it turned out great after a whole bunch of shenanigans trying to figure that out. Let's move on to more important things, shall we?
There's some more important things than creeper face?
Yeah, we need to put some signage up on here.
Oh, the law offices of Hiss and Boom, yes.
So, since I can't spell law offices, I'm going to shoot you a sign.
Okay.
And I will put the Hiss and Boom up. Alright, there we go, guys.
There we go.
The law offices of Hiss and Boom. Signs on that, creeper face on that. I'm going to go turn off that timer, because I need to invest some more time off camera on the mob tower spawner here. Let's move on to other things. What else did we say we were going to do in this episode? We were going to talk about libraries.
Library! We want a library.
And the first thing that comes to mind with the whole library thing is what format to do it in. What kind of style would we like to see? Let's talk about quickly what different styles there are as far as architecture out there. And then I would love to hear you guys' feedback at home, the viewers, what your thoughts and opinions are as to the different things we select. So Rain automatically went for the whole red brick library.
Red brick and ivy, fine.
But that's basically because she went to a college that was red brick, and so the library was red brick and had ivy on it. That's just my thought
beautiful.
Process. But that's not a generic library. A generic library, for the most part, is usually old rundown buildings, because let's face it, they're in the second-hand community buildings. The ones I've seen that are done new are usually a contemporary with a lot of exposed wood and metal.
Oh, that's true. The one we have near us is like that.
So we have basically your standard college style, which is brick based, whether it be red brick or stone brick. And that has more of an old feeling to it. And then we have the contemporary style that you see being built today with a lot of exposed wood beams and a lot of metal looking, which in this case would probably end up being
iron bars and
smooth stone, probably, to give
okay.
that feel. But we can definitely pull it off. So let me know what you guys at home think about that. We'll get building on that, but we got to figure out which selection we want to do it on. And I was thinking that this area here, this breakaway, would go back towards what will eventually be the Capitol building.
Okay.
I think that this area overlooking the waterway and stuff, we can make it work really cool. Make a nice, big, huge looking Capitol building, almost like a court
like,
style,
like
pillars and whatnot.
Oh, right. Okay. Better if we had court.
So where would we want to put the library? Do we want to spread the stuff around? Do we want to kind of put stuff close to each other, since that has the mob tower has...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Convenience-wise, I would like the library to be somewhere between the mob tower and the mall that has all the stuff.
So
because we're going to be getting the XP levels over there, going to be getting the materials to make the armor or swords or whatever over there. So
okay, so that leaves this pond right here in the center section the ideal spot for the Capitol building. We could fill in this pond or we could leave it. So we could put the Capitol building on one end and use the roadway going into the Capitol building. And then we could take this other roadway over here and not make it a roadway and utilize this area here for the library. What do you think? So
yeah, because the library can be fairly small and still suit our needs. Basically make the enchanting room and then, some more books and the reading area and stuff like that. A cozy neighborhood library would work to me.
Does this look like a cozy neighborhood with that tower looming over it?
Well, no, but there's different neighborhoods within cities and stuff that would have. This could be like Sesame Street of the big New York City.
This is true. So, honey, what comes with snow?
Bad traffic?
Well, if you're in the Pacific
Santa
Northwest...
No school days?
I'll tell you what comes with snow. Revamping the card systems. Revamping the...
the minecart systems?
Yes. Okay,
Apparently only in your little world.
That wasn't a good segue? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
It was the best segue I've ever heard, sweetie.
Alright. So before I pop this on, but that's what this is right here. It's an on-off switch. And do you see something here? Right now, it's off.
I do see that, yes.
Yeah. Because it's actually on.
Wait a minute. You mean like on for spawning? No, it's not. I just saw water.
It's because the switches are backwards and...
Oh.
Yep. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you. Alright, so speaking of craziness and stuff, there is a lot of it up here. I completely redid this whole thing. The timer setup is completely different now. Whoa, be careful, you're going to hit a track.
Oh! Sorry.
There's tracks everywhere. There you go. So basically what I did was completely redo this entire system. I made it so the timer works as long as I can get it to work without having to redo all this stuff again, because I don't want to. And I made it so that it's about a 20-second timer in total. But by the time the water... Oops. By the time the water gets
oops.
to... Again, in the way of the minecart. Gets to where it needs to be to make its thing again. It's been cleared for, I think it's 12 seconds, 14 seconds, something like that. So that whole water issue we've been having down below, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure is a multiplayer thing, it shouldn't be an issue.
So you're blaming it on me?
No, I'm blaming it on the game mechanics not working correctly.
Okay.
Here they say that, you know, you can have 8 people playing on a server at a time. Well, shoot, we only got 2, and guess what?
Yep. But when one of them is me, you know, I mean, pretty good at messing stuff up. Got a skeleton spawning in there, too. Because I was just standing in the door looking, and I saw him spawn, and he shot at me. I thought they wouldn't spawn when you were that close.
He probably got washed down.
Oh, he totally shot at me.
I'm saying he probably got washed down for another level.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Alright, so let me shut this door. We do have a little bit of a situation with the light, but I don't think it's light enough on the spawning pad itself to be a problem. The only one we do have a problem with is right there, as you can see. And I'm going to have to figure out how to fix that. But, for the time being, each one of these now has a water deal on them. So they all flush on their own. Where's that light even coming from? Right there. That one block. Okay. They all flush on their own. And that alleviates that whole multiplayer lag situation that we've been having. As you can see, the mobs will get bunched up on this one, but I couldn't figure out any other way to make the flushing system on this level without screwing up how the outside of the building looks. And as I have stated before, if function follows form, that's a bonus. So I think I made it work. I still got a couple of little quirks to work out, but we'll see what happens. So we're gonna go away from this area for a little bit and let some stuff spawn in here, and we'll be right back with you guys down at the bottom. Hopefully we get a creeper down there. So while Rain is down there getting levels and keeping an eye and see what spawns out the spawner traps there, I'm going to go ahead and grab some sugar cane to make more books and prepare for the library. As I have said previously, the expansion, or I mean not the expansion, but the update for this will be out shortly for the Xbox, and I imagine we will lose the current way to get books with just sugar cane. I'm guessing they're going to add leather to the mix.
So rude.
So, trying to get a leg up on it. But while I'm doing this, I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. One of which is the standard time frames of which... Well, that made no sense whatsoever. One is the standard layout and when I release things. I tend to be releasing Legos every Wednesday, and Man vs. Woman Play Minecraft every Friday. And then Mondays and Fridays is... I mean, Mondays is kind of a mixed bag between different things. Well, we're going to go ahead and make it, at this point, official. Wednesdays, every Wednesday, you can expect to see a Lego Creations or Lego Creations pixel art. And every Friday, you should be getting a Man vs. Woman Play Minecraft. Now, what that means for Monday is that Monday is still up in the air. But Monday will only be things that aren't those playlists. So, no more Man vs. Woman on Monday. No more Lego Creations or Creations pixel art on Monday. We'll keep those specifically to their designated days. That also means that you may not be seeing a video on Monday, because as springtime approaches, my workload gets increases. So I'm going to have less time to be putting a lot of effort into doing these things. and I want to get to other ideas and whatnot. I want to get to some of my creative builds in Minecraft. I have other ideas and stuff that I want to bring to you guys, hopefully this summer. But I need time to prepare for that. So look for some changes to be happening as I continue to evolve the channel and figure out exactly what I want to do with it. I hope you guys will stick with me and enjoy what you have to see. I'm going to go ahead and head back down and see if Rain is got level 30 yet. How you doing down there, hon?
I actually am at level 32, but I have not seen any creepers yet.
Well, the only other thing I can do is say I can go up there and turn off the water flow thing and then turn it back on after I've been messing around for a bit. But quite frankly, where we're at right now, you're close enough to caverns that haven't been lit up that they could be just spawning in the caverns.
That's very true.
So what we're going to have to do is just continue this experimentation process of this trap throughout the mining and caving and all that stuff until we get everything lit up. I'm not going to touch that water system, the flushing system, because I think it works. But we'll get back to how this is working as we go through future episodes. But I think that's going to wrap it up for us today. Don't forget that.
Plan.
What's that, hon?
I said that seems like a good plan.
Yeah, she's trying not to cough. She's hacking still.
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Don't forget that like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos. And we'll see you in the next episode.